Hey everybody, this is Travis. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. We are closing out the Light-Paws saga. Very soon now. We did white-green, we did white-red, we did white-black, and today is blue's turn. And I suppose we could do a mono-white deck with them. We had to be careful when choosing our cards for the enchantment auras, because blue has a lot of enchantment auras that are negative towards the bad guys, right? That clamp down the enemy opponent's creatures. But if you're using Light-Paws, those things come down on you. And we don't want that, because whatever we bring out of our deck is going to go on Light-Paws, so we can't have a negative enchantment aura. So we chose the positive enchantment auras that we could. Gonna destroy my guy already? That's what they get for being able to go first. Alright, we keep things open for Cradle of Safety. Does not attack. Good. Because we have security bypass. Let's get rid of one combat research. And one stand. Thank you. We keep 2 mana open for a Cradle of Safety. I don't really feel like I need the card draw, so we'll just get rid of combat research. Let's see, can we put this down? We can put that down. We can put this there. And that gives us 9. Bam! And that's game. That's more like an Illuminator Virtuoso deck, isn't it? But that's their fault. They could have let us keep Light-Paws. That was their choice. Alright, let me go in and show you the deck. We kept the white shell just about the same. And I wasn't feeling inventive with the deck name, so I just called this Blue Paws. So we're still centering around Light-Paws Emperor's Voice. I wanted to choose different enchantment auras rather than the same ones and have 4 copies of all the same ones. We've talked about this in previous decks, where the way the rules are for the Emperor's Voice, you can put an enchantment aura with mana value less than or equal to onto Light-Paws, but it's got to have a different name. But all that we had were basically what we chose from. So these are the auras that we got. Combat Research, 2 copies of that. Whenever you deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. 4 copies of Cradle of Safety to give us hexproof. Keep our creatures safe for a turn or 2. Security Bypass to let them connive, and whenever they're attacking alone, they can't be blocked. It's great for a double striker like Illuminator Virtuoso. And Awakened Awareness, where we can add counters to them as well, if we have the spare mana. What else we got? Okay, the 4 Virtuoso as part of the white shell, 4 Light-Paws, still 1 Machiko's Reign of Truth to give us a pump up for every artifact or enchantment we control. 4 Banishing Slashes, that'll get rid of artifacts, enchantments, or tapped creatures. 1 Celesta Still, 1 Inspiring Overseer, 1 Depopulate, and 3 copies of Danitha Benelius Hope. The thing that I added that's blue and white is 2 copies of Sten, Paranoid Partisan. When he enters the battlefield, you can choose a card type, so we would probably choose enchantments and make them cheaper. And so that way we could make, instead of having like the 1 mana instant that's hexproof, We could still have a 1 mana with the enchantment aura because it has flash, so it would basically behave like a 1 mana blue instant anyway if Sten's already on the field. And that way we get another enchantment aura to play around with. And that is it. So we don't have a lot of advantages here, I don't think, in terms of Light-Paws. We could get a couple of these out on them, and then we get combat research. But there wasn't anything extra that was positive in the blue section. So yet again, we're sort of finding a shortfall of Wizards of the Coast in the way that they designed all of these sets, because they designed for a meta environment, right? And Light-Paws came out in Kamigawa, so they were supposed to be keeping in mind what was in the Kamigawa set, what was coming before and after the Kamigawa set. And what we're discovering is that it's hard to do just the white color with Light-Paws and one other color, because there's not enough enchantment aura support, really. Not enough to really make it synergize the way that could be especially deadly. We can look out with an early Virtuoso easy enough. But that's sort of just like any other Virtuoso deck. You get it down if they can't remove it, and you get enough enchantments on it, then you're good to go, and you just kill them quick. Oh, I don't have white there yet, do I? Okay, we'll just throw down the Thrancy. Why do I have Contaminated Aquifers in here anyway? Why do I have black mana? I feel like that's a mistake. Maybe that's a holdover from when I did... No, because I was doing white-black then. I wouldn't need blue mana for that then. I think I made a mistake with my mana there. Alright, anyway. It's fine. We'll fix it in live. Oh no. Somebody that can destroy artifacts and enchantments. Oh, what a coincidence. Well, I guess we don't need too many of those. Danitha. Danitha is expensive. So whenever you cast a creature spell, that's not a creature spell. They didn't have a creature spell to cast? Oh, I think you're already dead, right? Combat research. Don't need another Virtuoso at this point. And Double Strike is going to do it. We get to draw a card. We get to connive. We don't need the extra anymore. Well, that's a good problem to have, isn't it? The deck's doing great, just not with the combo that I designed it for. But this is really one of the best things that you can hope for in terms of... In the other colors, we had more enchantment auras that had higher mana value that were positive that we could put on Light-Paws and drag more out of the deck. Here it's much more limiting. So it is what it is. We could try to design a 3-color deck that has a combination of the enchantment auras. But with 2 colors, we're already at 60, and we don't have a lot of creatures. So you probably have to go into like an 80 or 100 card deck to do that. Because you'd have to have a sufficient number of creatures now, you'd have to have the additional enchantment auras, and you'd have to have a little bit extra interaction to survive in the meantime. All of which is to say we can always win with Virtuoso if we get a nice little security bypass on him. Do I want to keep Depopulate? Yes, I do. We're going to actually get rid of Celestis. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And we'll see if they have a tail swipe handy. These are just too good. I really don't want to throw away the Depopulate in case they remove the Virtuoso. And again, if they remove the Virtuoso, and you got a backup there ready. And Light-Paws is really not proving to be much of a factor in this particular makeup. Okay, combat research. Do I want the Thran power suit? I don't think the game's going to last that long. Drawing the extra card gives us the stuff that we feel is okay to throw away because we got so much extra on hand all of a sudden. So... we don't care about creating the wolves. We did end up with a lot of land though, didn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 9. It's a straight 50% land drop. Do they have a way to get rid of the Virtuoso? No, they do not. So there is to it. You can't block them. It's going to be game. They'd have to have basically, what, 2 tail swipes? So they'd have to use 1 tail swipe and then attack and get the mana and then use another tail swipe. Do that for funsies. Another land. There we go. Well, Light-Paws worked as discard fodder this time. You did put in an appearance, right? How many of that was there? 1, 2. We got half of our Light-Paws out and threw them away in the graveyard already. Alright, we'll do one more and just try and see if we can have Light-Paws make an appearance at all and actually stay for 2 seconds without getting hit with instant removal. We do have him early on. Let's see, I guess we need white more than anything. 3 lands and nothing down. Should I be getting nervous? Is he just a creature removal deck? What do we get rid of? Excavation Explosion. 3 damage to any target. So let's give him a target, shall we? Yeah, there you go. Saves me from 2 to the face, right? Alright, let's see if they can take out health of 4. Combat research. Yeah. Never mind. 5 with Ward 1. If they have a burn down the house, they can take care of it right now, right? They need to put the power suit on it right away. This will give me an extra Ward 2. He's just going to go straight to the face. Try and maybe get the Geist Flame Reservoir up as fast as he can. So it has a 5 charge. You go ahead and try that, mister. I'll go ahead and put this down now because we can. And 7 points of health. Comes back to me, and we draw a card thanks to the combat research. Feels good. Word 3. They can kill Light-Paws if they want. Discard 2. Got rid of Moonrager's Slash because it doesn't do what they need it to do. Okay, here's where we find he does have a burn down the house. It's no longer good enough. Okay, so we have... Oh, it doesn't wait for it. I was going to do the calculations on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have been 12. Could I have done both of those and gotten lethal? Yeah, we'll leave the math for somebody else. Alright. Oh, we got a card. Thrill or Thirst for Discovery. Okay. I need to use those cards more. Haven't been doing a lot of blue lately. Alright, we'll go in and take one last look at the deck. I don't want to overstay my welcome. So we have Light-Paws. We have 4 copies. We could get any one of these things down on it and bring an extra combat research down on it right away. But we had much better luck just getting the Virtuoso out and capitalizing on his ability for the Connive. Or actually, when things take longer, get Danitha down and make sure that she's got a little bit of protection in terms of ward, just pumping up her toughness, that kind of thing. So the deck works in a couple of different ways. And, you know, it could work with Light-Paws. It did okay during my playtesting, although there's a lot of aggro decks, of course, that can kill you on like turn 3 or turn 4, basically, if you're not careful. I don't know if being careful has anything to do with it. It's just if they get the perfect opening or not. But we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll have a new deck for you next time. Thanks. Have a good one.